Actually, in Charlotte, that's Clint Eastwood playing quarterback for the Rams. Teddy pick it up early. Looked like it was going to be the Puka Nacua game.
Yeah, just an easy zone bust right there. Great block by the Clemson grad.
And then a spectacular. Alex, how about this throw?
Rex, you've got to give him credit here. I mean, this throw is absurd. He throws this so early, drops it right in his lap.
Alex, the kid played fantastic.
Panthers back on top. So that's the third lead change of the fourth quarter, and then here's the fourth.
Gosh.
Randy,
But not as good as that.
Randy, how about this?
Man, I hope they got the words for us, because y'all know what the words are.
You
got mossed. Colby Parkinson with an unbelievable
The defense was
catch.
so good
It was
right
good.
there. It was edge. I think at that point, obviously, there was a long shot anyway, but to go into the locker room with 3 timeouts.
Rams win a thriller, 34-31. Again, 4 lead changes in the fourth quarter, survive and advance. And after, it was all about the quarterback.
Do it again, man. Let's earn that right every day, right? You love coming to work with this, man. Let's keep that going, huh? Rams on 3, 1, 2, 3. Rams!
I've been in that spot a lot in my life, and so bring a smile to my face because I like being there, and would love to be up, 14 and taking a knee on it with 4 minutes left, but shoot, wins a win.
I looked up at the clock. It said 2:34 with 3 timeouts left. My first thought is, do you not know who's on the other side? Like, do you guys not know who 9 is? Like, 9 is that guy.
Yeah, I think he said, let's go snatch these guys' hearts. And that was pretty cold. That was pretty cold. Just to hear that, and I actually, literally smiled in the moment because I thought that was, one of the most gangster things you could say in that moment, honestly. And to hear him say that and the look on his face and then throw the touchdown and then the look on his face after that was just like MVP stuff.
So the Rams survive and advance. They'll play either Seattle or Chicago next week, depending on what happens today. What are the right things to say about Matt Stafford's performance?
I mean, listen, they go down. They have that final drive, right? Matthew Stafford's running on the field, and they put up the stat. It's like 50-some career comeback drives in the fourth quarter, right? Like this guy, is there anybody else in the NFL you would rather have in that situation right now than Matthew Stafford? I mean, he didn't even blink, right? I mean, it's almost like he was looking forward to the opportunity. You hear him say it.
Let's talk about the whole fourth quarter for Stafford. 12 of 15, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns. Just what Davante Adams said right there. It's what playoff football is. Somebody on the team has got to make the play. Sometimes it's a defense, but at the most, it's going to be the quarterback. The quarterback with the ball in his hands, however timeouts you got left, can you take it down the field? Kobe Turner said it best, but still, Bryce Young had his chance, right, fellas?
Yes,
Bryce had a great game.
Yeah.
I thought he played fantastic. 38 seconds with 3 timeouts can be an eternity. They couldn't get it done. Stafford showed them how to do it.
Situational football, you hear me talk about this a lot. I think it showed up yesterday in the Carolina Rams game. When you talk about Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers late in the game, getting rhythm throws. Alex, you know as a quarterback, if the clock is ticking, we 3 timeouts?
Yes.
Get your quarterback in the rhythm. And if you go back to what the Rams was able to do, rhythm throws for Matthew Stafford. You heard Davante Adams talking about snatching the team's heart away. And I got a couple of plays of what he's talking about, snatching her heart away. And rhythm throws right here. This was on Davante Adams. Why? Because we were putting you right over the quarterback. But this is the very next play, Alex. We're running sticks.
Yep, sticks, underneath throws, right? These not only get the quarterback in rhythm, they have an effect on the defense, these positive plays.
And this is the play right here. Take their heart away from them. Great throw, Matthew Stafford. Great concentration and great catch by Parkinson. But rhythm throws, getting your quarterback in the rhythm, I think that stood out for me last night.
You got to give a lot of credit to Carolina, though. This is a team that actually backed into the playoffs. We gave them no chance. At least I gave them no chance in this game. But, man, they actually did. And hopefully this young coach can learn from some things. Primarily this. It's okay to punt your own end in the first half of a game. You don't have to go for it on 4th down. It's
on the
stupid.
first drive, the 4th down that he went for, yes.
And, bro,
yes,
you know what happens? You can't win a game in the first quarter, but you damn sure can lose a game.
Right.
So, to me, learn from this. And they weren't the only team that did this, but I'm telling you, it makes no sense. Believe in your defense, make them drive the field, and punt. It's okay to punt.
Coach, a young head coach and young players, you saw it in the decision-making process. They had busts and zone coverage that were so easy on a couple plays. I mean, the punt, the Hubbard play, 3rd down, out of the backfield.
That was huge.
He ran for 20 yards.
Yes.
Those type of plays by not going for it on fourth, just playing the game a little bit, getting the game played and then getting the pressure off, that would have helped a little bit.
I have a serious question quickly on the Rams, because there are a lot of people Super Bowl pick. A lot of people here think they should have blown this team out. Certainly in the first half, it looks like they're going to. The way it plays out against an 8-9 team, did that look like a championship team to you? Do the Rams look like a team ready to make that run?
Listen, I don't want to discount the actual margin of victory. They went on the road across the country and won a playoff game, right? Like, these are playoff football teams. Carolina is a tough football team, right? And they're young and they have a good core and they'll learn from this experience. But absolutely not do I discount what the Rams, their style of victory here. They've won a playoff game. I absolutely love them going forward, most especially because of their coach and their quarterback.
Yeah, some of the best teams that I've been on in playoff runs, I mean, it's just survive and advance sometimes. That's all it's about, because you know the other team is going to be there for 4 quarters, and in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes or left to go, somebody's going to have to make a play, and you just know you will. I mean, that's the type of team the Rams are.
I'm concerned. I'm concerned for the Rams. Why? There's holes all over that secondary. And you just made Bryce Young look like, Joe Montana. And I'm just telling her, no way are you comfortable with this defense. This defense has played poorly the last month of the season. And so you're going to give teams that shouldn't even be close to you, an opportunity to win games. So me going forward, you better fix that defense.
And I believe they can real quick. They can clean that up. That's what practice for. But, Alex, to your point, as long as you got an old vet like Matthew Stafford that lives in those moments, they have a great chance.
The NFL is a game of matchups, right? Obviously, Carolina was a unique matchup for this defense. Going forward, it's a completely different matchup, right? An opponent. I agree with you. Week to week, I don't think we put too much stock into that.
It'll be either Sam Darnold or Caleb Williams they get next week. Here's what the NFC playoff picture looks like. We know the Seahawks and Bears will host the games next week. If the Eagles win today, they will play at Chicago, and the Rams go back to Seattle. If the Niners win today, they go to Philadelphia. They go to Seattle, and the Bears would host the Rams. Meanwhile, with Stafford completely healthy in that game, Shefty in the Domino's pregame headquarters has that answer and more. Shefty.
Well, Greeny, you asked if the Rams looked like a championship team, and they certainly looked a little bit different after Matthew Stafford banged his right index finger on a Panthers pass rusher. At that point in time, they were playing well. From that point on, he completed about 20% of his passes. He stayed in the game. He finished the game, took him on the game-winning touchdown drive. He will undergo additional tests today on that finger. Can't imagine it holds him out, but we'll see what those tests today show. Meanwhile, there might not be a team in the league that gets more slips for more head coach interviews than the Los Angeles Rams. There are expected slips from Mike LaFleur, their offensive coordinator. They've already gotten slips from teams like Miami, from Chris Shula, who could go coach in the city where his grandfather became famous. And Nate Shieldhouse is expected to receive multiple slips, including one this morning from the Cleveland Browns. Rex Ryan said that Bryce Young looked like Joe Montana yesterday. Well, he's coming off the game of his life, and he did it at a good time. The team is expected to pick up the 5th-year option in his contract, which isn't a great surprise because there have been 8 quarterbacks selected number 1 overall since the 5th-year option has been in place. All 8 have had their options picked up. Bryce Young is expected to become the 9th. But the real question becomes, do the Panthers try to sign him to a long-term deal? Do they try to build on that? Or do they let him play it out on the 5th year? All questions that will unfold in the offseason, Greeny.
We've got